supposedly I'm on week 9 of The Artist Way. I did read this week's chapter. I have not done a single task. There's only 4 tasks this week, so I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll get it done, no problem. It's gonna be a distraction. That's enough. The Artist Way, week 9, recovering a sense of compassion. Do not call the inability to start laziness. Call it fear. I'm afraid to read my morning pages. That's the first task of week 9. The second task is visualizing. Priorities. List creative goals for the year. List creative goals for the month. List creative goals for the week. Perhaps I should have done that. Some creative U-turns. Yeah, I procrastinated this week. This week was about like creative U-turns, and I'm thinking that I read that, and then somewhere on my subconscious, I was just like, do one right now. Take the U-turn right now. I haven't written this week. I went from writing 3 pages a day to none. It's Friday at 3 p.m. and I'm just now sitting down to record. I don't know what I've done creatively this week. I had a tweet go viral on my burner account. That was exciting. I guess I was afraid of writing my screenplay this week. I was afraid of recording this video. I was afraid of being creative this week. I instead I'm feeling a lot of pressure to get a job. I don't think I really talked about this much, but I've been unemployed for 4 months. Tomorrow it'll be 4 months. And at first it was wonderful, and now it's not. At first I was like, when I was working long hours and just yearning for time to be creative, time to write, time to play with my camera, and like I want to learn how to like make music, like do remixes, just be creative and just time for me. And I got that when I stopped working back in February. And then you just get into a groove of not working and it feels good. It feels free. I felt free for a long time. I still feel free, but now I feel a little bit lost, I guess, of where to go next and what to do next. And I feel a lot of fear. And I really thought that this book would have the answers for that, and it doesn't. It's a spiritual path to higher creativity, not a spiritual path to making money. It's something that I've also been afraid to talk about. Nah, I still think I'm afraid to talk about that. I've hit a wall in a lot of ways, spiritually and creatively and economically. So I feel a lot of pressure to get a job, any job, but I know how I am, and I know that I don't want to do just any job. But bills must be paid, and I want to do things, and things cost money. And sure, I can hope and expect the universe to help me with my dreams. I'm just having a hard time buying it lately. Try to remember that God is the great artist like other artists. Expect the universe to support your dream. It will. I flipped the book open to that page. This is a page from week 7. I suppose that's kind of synchronicity. Because I do have a job interview next week, which is exciting. And also next week, I had a friend pass along an invite to YouTube Creator Collective, YouTube's Creator Collective, I think it's called. And they're doing a bunch of events next week. And I registered and I'm going to go. So that's cool. And there is hope, I suppose, in that way. Yeah, so I really don't have a lot to really talk about regarding week 9 because I haven't done any of the tasks. I wish I could have done at least the morning pages tasks. That way I could kind of talk about things that I consistently complained about or procrastinated on when it came to writing my morning pages, because that's the one thing that I have been really consistent with ever since starting The Artist's Way. I don't always do all the tasks in the week. I don't always spread them out every day. Sometimes I'm doing it all on Sunday and then reading the next chapter. Sometimes I'm even doing it on Monday. But I do my morning pages every day. That's the one thing that's been consistent the past 9 weeks. And I've been doing these videos every Friday. So I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back for that. Yeah. I wish I had something more interesting to say. I really do. I think I'm just too afraid to talk about stuff really still. Maybe one day I'll get there. I'm gonna go. Bye-bye. I'll show you the creative side. Colorful. Oh, I actually hit record, stop record down here. Okay.